Hi, loves. It's Miss Geneva Tarot, and today we're going to be doing your weekly love and money reading, covering all 12 zodiac, you guys, every week, right here with me, getting all the information you need to live your best week. All right. So I know I failed kind of in the past of keeping up on these audios, but I'm pulling it together. I was dealing with some health issues, and as a lot of you guys know, I have a lot of clients that I need to stay grounded for on top of things. So I had to put them first. But I'm back feeling good. And I hope that you're subscribing, liking, and sharing a little bit of love. All right, you guys. So we're going to get right in here. We're going to start right into Aries and go all the way through all 12 zodiac. We're covering the week of August 25th to the 31st. All right. And I'm going to be doing timestamps while we're doing this. So if you see me looking around like a crazy person, that's why. I'm getting things together to keep track of things. All right. And me acting like a crazy person isn't uncommon, anyways. So, all right. So I'm shuffling these babies and picking up on energy. And you guys, it's early here. So I'm still a little bit of a wet dog here. My hair is all damp and I'm still chugging on some coffee. Maybe you are too. You guys, tell me where you're at in the world. Are you in the USA like me? I know I have a lot of clients that are over in the UK, and let me tell you, I just really love reading for you guys. I love reading for people in the USA too, but it's just been really cool with Key being able to expand. Pretty much we're all over the world now, so I have clients everywhere. All right, so getting right into Aries. Guys, what do we see for these lovely souls? We're going to start right into love for Aries. Guys, what do you see? And again, writing down these timestamps. Some of you feeling a little detached from anybody that's worthy of your interest. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. You're like, I bring a lot to the table. And I don't feel like that's conceited. I feel like that if you're working hard on yourself, you're working hard on your life, that you need somebody matching of that energy, right? Yeah, and you want somebody that's not going to drain you, that's not going to exhaust you, that's going to, bring more life and enjoyment in, right? Somebody that's going to make you feel more alive, more passionate. Where in the past, this has been the outcome. They just exhausted you, right? Took a lot of your energy, drained you, and maybe even financially. Yeah, that's just coming up to me, especially with these finances here detached. And maybe, you thought you were investing in something and you were okay putting that money out. And, now you're like, no more, never again will I let somebody drain me in that way, right? And that's okay. I think boundaries are a good thing, and tuning into what we really desire helps us manifest what we really want in our life. All right. And you guys, I'm trying so hard to look in the camera. I'm not used to this yet. I'm used to looking at my laptop and seeing myself. And now I have to have my laptop with my view over here and look at you guys this way. It's throwing me a little off. So bear with me. All right. Wow. Guides. You're not ready yet. You're building, and that's okay. I got the day card in reverse. I got the maturity card in reverse. All the work you're putting into yourself, spiritually, mentally, financially, building on your stability is, putting all this amazing energy out there. And that is how you're going to call in your person. So people go looking for love. The first thing they want to do is start dating, putting themselves out there, maybe getting on dating sites. And that's the last thing that I suggest. Of course, you got to get out of the house. You do have to put yourself out there. But it comes from more of an energy. Think about what you want from your person, right? And then try to match that energy, bring that energy up. And when the timing is right, that person that's right at that level is going to flow right into your existence, okay? And that's kind of what I'm seeing for you. Look at this. The guides are confirming what I'm saying here. This is a projections card, you guys, saying you are calling in what you are projecting. So all this amazing energy of working on yourself, investing in your future, your person's doing the same. And you guys, before you know it, are going to be matching, looking at one another, sharing energy. So I love it. Love to see that for you, Aries. All right. So we're moving right forward to finances. Guys, what do we see around money? Give me some direct answers right now. Like I said, you guys, I look like a wet dog today. So bear with me. All right, Aries. What do we see around money? So you might have some ideas, but you're not completely seeing what you could be pulling in. All right. So that's where we're really at right here, Aries, is we got the integration card. There's something that you could be blending in with what you're already doing. Maybe a second job, maybe adding on to something. I don't know, but I feel like you know what it is. It's something that you've been weighing on. And it wasn't something you dreamed or you feel like you manifested like directly anyhow. You know, you're manifesting to move upward to the next level. But you were caught a little bit off guard with this. And you're trying to have trust and faith and be courageous, but you're like, wait a minute, this isn't what I expected. You know, what is the universe bringing in here? But the guy's just saying it's beyond your illusion. And we got it in the reverse form, okay? So to me, this card is just saying that there's hints at, excuse me, hints that you are not seeing things completely the way great as they could be. Okay, so there's some amazing things by adding on the second thing that you've been debating, and the guides are calling you to be courageous. You know, this isn't some playful kid idea where, you know, you're just letting your imagination get the best of you. You really can bring this into fruition. Okay, have trust and faith in you and where you're being guided, even if it's unexpected. All right, Aries, I love it. Please reach out to me on Keen if you desire to do so. You can read my ratings there, get a more personalized reading, or just let me know what you guys think, you know, in the comments down below here. Let me know where you're from, how much you're enjoying these readings or not. Some of you have no problem. Let me know that you are not enjoying these readings. And you don't have to tune in either. All right, so let's see. We're at 7:41. And moving forward to Taurus. You guys, I'm like, my hair is so weird today. All right. Taurus, thank you so much for being here. We are shuffling these babies and picking up on energy. And we're going to go right into love. Guys, what do we see? Give me some direct answers right now. You guys, these cards are so thick. Whoa. Man, you have some fears, some anxieties around love, okay? Maybe some things went some ways that you weren't really expecting. I got a Twilight Zone, so bizarre, right? And your mindset is there. You're playing on that. I don't know if it's recent, it's past, maybe it's multiple events that you've been through where you're just like, whoa, wait a minute. And you're backing up. You're not completely devastated. I don't feel like you're completely isolating yourself. You might even be, you know, messaging people a little bit and keeping that door open. But overall, you're like, love's been a little bit weird, to say the least. And it's making you take a step back. Look at this postponement. Lack of understanding. Okay. And here's the thing, you know, we lack understanding of where we're standing, but we have to take action to understand more. Right. So we got this bird in this cage and it feels trapped. It doesn't know how to get out. It doesn't know how to make the next move. In your case, it'd be the next step towards, you know, gaining love. And the guy's just saying the door is open. You know, once you start moving around and taking a better view of what reality really is, instead of living in the past, you're going to realize that door's opening to happiness. Okay. That everything doesn't have to be weird and bizarre. And I think you know this to a certain extent. We got to be on the illusion card in reverse saying you have some ideas that there's some things out there that you might not, be imagining or tuning into, that you might be clinging to the past a little bit and fearful. I also feel like you don't feel guilty. Like with these past love situations were your fault, right? That they went bad. At least that's your point of view. And you're not feeling guilty about it. And you're letting it go. You're healing really well. And honestly, Taurus, this is what you're calling into your life. Just by taking that step back and thinking about what it is that you really want, letting go of any kind of bizarre connections you had, stop overthinking it. I mean, I feel like it kind of screwed with your mind a little bit. And the Lover's card is here to let you know. Oh, other way around. Lover's card is here to let you know that you are able to call on that passion. You are able to have that passionate connection with another. And here it is, you manifesting it, moving it to the next level. So you do have a person out there around the corner, Taurus, waiting on you. And I don't want to say they're waiting. They're probably in the same process, matching of you, letting go of these weird connections that, you got yourself into past wise, and doing some healing. And I feel like you guys are going to be a blessing to one another. Yeah, I love seeing that for you, Taurus. Everybody deserves love. All right, so shuffling these babies. We're going to move right forward to finances for Taurus. Money, 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 money. Guides, bring it on. Oh, I am laying from the deck backwards. Or no, I had two cards backwards. This is getting weird, you guys, but we got our lay. All right. Wow. So around career, you're a little exhausted, maybe a little bit more than you're tuning in. Maybe you're pushing yourself and you're like, oh no, I have more. And the guys are saying, step back. No more action is going to make you successful. When we start to get into exhaustion mode and we're just like, oh, we got to take more action. We got to take more action. That's where you know you're getting off course. Not saying that we don't need to work hard to bring into abundance. Of course we do. But our energy is everything. And first, right? We have to balance our energy first, because none of the rest of the stuff is going to work if your energy is not where it needs to be. Okay. So it's going back into, I don't need to work every moment because I'm abundant enough. I'm important enough. And it's important for my financial success to take this time out, to enjoy life a little bit, to let the universe know that I can afford to do so. And this is what I desire to do. Right? That's what we're telling. And the universe, that's the energy we're sending out when we take some time out, lay back, enjoy life. Maybe even doing some traveling, getting out of our normal area. The guys are saying to just put yourself out there in a new direction, maybe verbally. But I feel like there's something that's going to bring a breakthrough to you and move you out of this, feeling exhausted, feeling like more work is needed, and you're going to balance. You're going to start acting more of a place from the master, right? And it might have something to do with travel, you guys. I just really don't know. It could be, getting out of your normal area and just raising your passion, doing something that you love, like I love to spin fire. It's not something I get to do much, but right now I'm working on new, toys to do so I can, step out of my normal area and do something a little different and break up that energy. And that's what I'm seeing needed for you, Taurus, because you're amazing and you're about to step into master mode. All right. Thank you, Taurus, so much for being here. As always, I'm on keen for personalized readings. Don't hesitate to reach out to me. All right, so we are moving forward to Gemini. Hi, Gemini. Thank you so much for being here. I was just telling the other signs I am super excited to get these readings back on track. I was dealing with some health issues, but I am good and vibrant. And I just have so much fun with you guys. I really do. So please show me some love. Maybe comment down below. Let me know where you're at in the world, what you think of these readings. All right, guys, what do we see for Gemini? Gemini around love. Give me some direct answers right now. Wow. You have not gave up on love. You don't know where you're going to project it. You don't know where your person is, but you're feeling good about it. I got the Temperance card. I got the King of Pentacles. So you are wanting commitment, and you have some set ideas on what you want your person to be. And I mean that in a positive way. It isn't like, you have set ideas like blonde hair, blue eyes, a certain way. But, character, spiritually wise, how they make you feel, how you guys work together. So I see this very positive, and I feel like, that you are worth somebody of quality, right? And you're taking the time to just kind of sit back and wait on your person to come forward. You're feeling passionate. You're feeling worthy, even though they're on the outside. Maybe you've been sorrowful about it in the past, but right now, this is where you're at. You're feeling like this is a passionate experience. This is a fun time. Your passion is raising. And I would say this is making the same go on with your person. All right. So all this amazing energy that you're sending out into the universe is, motivating your person to be at the same level. And here's the outcome, you guys. Love, harmony, peace of mind, working together and building a life. But the best part is, having what you desire, the emotional contentment, the harmony, right? That's so amazing. So many people get into connections, that do not have those things, but they reflect on them like they do, like they attach it to this negative connection, and it just turns out really bad, right? So I'm feeling that you're really on a positive level. You're thinking straight. You're making good moves, and this is what's really going to call in your soulmate. All right, Gemini, very good. We're going to go ahead and move forward to career and see what messages we have for you around career. Guys, give me some direct answers right now. Gemini and career. For most of you, you're stable. You're just going with the flow. You're in your ordinary position, doing your ordinary thing, and you're okay with that. But at the same time, it's not really bringing in that extra finances that you really want, right? Or the extra stability you really want. And you're a little bit on the fence about putting yourself out there more. You're wondering if that's something you can really blend into your life. You're scared if it gets you off balance altogether. Maybe even lose some money that you put back. And the guys are saying to slow down, that maybe, that you're having some off feelings because, you don't need to take a leap of faith in a different direction. I think it comes more from energy than action, right? I tell you guys this an awful lot, that we have to worry about what our energy is. And if our energy is full of feelings of lack of healing, and we got the schizophrenia card here, and this doesn't mean mental illness per se, but it does show conflict. It does show not knowing what direction to go, overthinking, racing thoughts, and definitely does not show clarity. Okay. So this is not a good energy to put out to be trying to make a leap of faith and a new direction around finances. So if you really want to upgrade, we got to start here, right? We got to start feeling abundant. We got to start feeling like we make good decisions. That if we don't have the answers, the universe is going to guide them to us. Things of that nature. So this is where you're at on raising your money, is to bring yourself up to this happiness, this trusting feeling, this visualizing what you really desire and enjoying the emotions from it. Because sitting at feeling a lack thereof is going to keep you in a lack thereof. All right, Gemini, I'm here for you. Please don't hesitate to reach out on King for a more personalized reading. All links down below. All right, so we are moving right forward to Taurus, or excuse me, Cancer. Hi, Cancer. Thank you so much for being here. I enjoy you guys so much. And I am so happy to be back at these readings. Did you guys miss me? I missed all you guys. And, I would really love it if you guys comment. Let me know what you'd like me to do readings on. if you enjoy the readings or not, where you're at in the world. All right, you guys. So Cancer for love. What do we see? Give me some direct answers right now around love. Oh man, some of you feel like there's nobody out there for you, that nobody's being guided for you. Maybe that people just want to have sex with you or superficial connections, and you're really saddened by this. You lack understanding, and you might have even put yourself out there, on a whole new level, and you're like, what the hell? Yeah, people just keep trying to play games, right? And sometimes this is fun, to be flirtatious and enjoy another without all that commitment. So I'm not knocking on that, but that's just not where you're at. That's not what you're desiring right now. You're wanting to, have that lifetime lover, that passion, that your best friend, and build a life together. And it just feels like, it's not meant for you, that maybe you're watching other people have it and you're just kind of pouting, lacking understanding of what is about them that's different than me. And I'll tell you, I instantly got 2 5s as soon as I said that. And what's different is your outlook, the way that you're looking at love right now. Okay. I get the 5 of Cups. So this is clinging to past situations. And I'm not saying that you're still in love with anybody, but you might have some suppressed emotions that you didn't work through around the past for love that are still weighing on you. That's not a bad thing, you guys. We all have to take time to heal. So the guys are just bringing it to your awareness that you're carrying all this baggage emotionally around that you need to drop. You need to just let it go. I got negative event. So some things happen to you around love. That's very much burdening you. It's still hurting you, and you want to let it go. You're trying to act courageous, but it's still there, right? So this is your main focus. That's what's keeping this lover at bay. It's an energy thing. The guides want you to work through this first. And you are feeling courageous. I think you just need to refocus, and it needs to be more inward on healing than putting yourself out there. All right. So I hope that resonates, Cancer. If not, I'm on keen. You can get a more personalized reading from me. And we're going to move right forward to money. Guys, what do you see around money for Cancer? Give me some direct answers right now around money. Oh, some of you, something happened that's unexpected, right? Excuse me. Maybe you were just, trucking right along, and then all of a sudden money slowed down. And it says beyond your illusion in reverse. So I feel like you almost expected this. And I hate to say it, but you might have called it in a little bit. Excuse me, you guys. 1 second. I got to get something. Thank you for being patient. So I definitely never want to tell anybody that, they're the issue of their own problems, right? Because it's just a learning process. That's the whole reason we're here, is to learn to control our energy, to manifest. Because, personal belief on my side is I believe that we're great manifestors. So when we go to the other side, we can manifest instantly, so we got to come over here and learn to have trust and faith in our manifestations without them coming instantly for us. And that is what you're needing to do, because I feel like you felt a little iffy, like, oh, maybe, I'm doing good, but there might be some financial issues coming. And you might have called that in a little bit. I mean, I really literally have the consciousness card. I have rightness in reverse. I got clinging to the past. So it feels like you took some losses in the past, like so many of us have, right? Learning to build finances, to master your career is a learning process. You know, it's not a failure. It's just stepping stones of gaining knowledge, right? So what I feel here is you're scared, you know, that some past situations are going to happen that happened, you know, in the past. And we need to address that. We need to consciously see what's causing these blockages and let it go, because we don't want to be here where things are slowing down, right? We want to be abundant. We want to have that ripeness and that strong foundation and building stability. So here we are, and here's where we need to be, letting it go. All right, so tune in to yourself a little bit when it comes to money. And wow, yeah, thank you, Cancer. I enjoy you guys so much. Please let me know what you think of this reading. And remember, I'm doing this every week, sometime on Monday. And you guys, I'm trying to get more of a schedule. I'm hoping to get these readings done ahead of time. So by Monday morning, you have them right there for you to access. But right now, it's just a little bit of a learning process. Okay, so bear with me. We are moving right forward to Leo. All right. Hi, Leo. Thank you so much. I keep looking over here, you guys. I have a new camera and I need to be looking directly on, but I have a screen over here, which I'm used to looking at. So bear with me as I'm just like looking around like a crazy person talking to you. All right. So, Leo, we're going to go right into love. Guys, what do you see? Give me some direct answers right now for Leo around love. Trying to hide from evil people. All right. Wow, Leo. So I would say that you definitely know there's some people that, you know, are not being truthful or don't have intent to, playing games. Definitely puts off the energy of player energy. So I feel like you're dealt with some people or you're dealing with some people. Yeah, I got the outsider's door open. Maybe you're enjoying the attention from this connection or these connections, but at the same time, you know, they're superficial, that they're not who's guided to you. But you know what? At the same time, I don't feel like they're a bad thing. You might be wasting a little bit of energy. You might be keeping yourself down here, but at the same time, it's building a little bit of mojo, right? And here's the outcome is success. You know, you raising your passion, going to the next level. And I feel like you know you're heading to the right direction, right? You know these people are not worth your energy, that you need to upgrade. And even though you're lacking some understanding of why your person is yet into your life, you know you're upgrading and moving to the next level because you are seeing these people for what they are. All right. And that's a good sign. You're not being fooled anymore by these people that are putting up fronts. You've been around, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, you've gained knowledge, you've learned that you just can't trust everybody, right? And everything they project. So yeah. And you are keeping the door open. You are excited for new possibilities. You're a passionate being. You're sharing your passions. And I feel like you're on the right road. Yeah. Look at you all being passionate and excited about life. And I really think this is how you call in new lovers, you know, new love possibilities. It's not by being online and sending people provocative messages. But out, you know, enjoying your passions, whatever it may be, maybe hiking, being by water, being at the bookstore, reading, you know, whatever it is, that's where you're going to find your person. Out living your best life. All right, Leo. All right, so we're going to move forward to career. We got some banging going on outside. I don't know what's up out there. All right, so we're moving forward to career for Leo. Guys, what do you see? Give me some direct answers right now. Wow. You are not worrying about career right now, maybe even not working. You know, I don't really know what this is saying here, but we got the laziness card. Now, let me get very clear. That doesn't mean you're lazy whatsoever, but it does mean you're kind of enjoying life, sitting back, drinking that pina colada, feeling in no hurry to get anywhere. So I love seeing that. And I got beyond the illusion in reverse. So I feel like this was something you manifested. You wanted some time down to enjoy life, and you're kind of pulling that in. You're letting all this go that's been weighing on you and racking on your mind. You're just letting it go. And you're lacking creativity. Of where you want to go next with your finances. Everything feels very out of the ordinary for you. You're making moves like you've never made before, like taking this time off, being lazy, enjoying life. You're like, oh my goodness, where is that coming from? Usually, I'm stressing, I'm going full force. And now you're stepping into the master mode. All right. I got this from Taurus, this reading earlier with Taurus with the master card. And it's a whole different energy, right? Than somebody that's, feeling unstable, that's worried about finances, or they're stressing and freaking out about their next step, right? It's a whole new level. And that's where you're at. You're in master mode. Like, oh, I'm good. I can sit back for a minute. I can think this out. And even though I'm not really sure what my next step is going to be, I know that I'm going to call it in. And you got some money. Whoever this is resonating with, you're sitting back on your stability. You're enjoying life with this cash, and that's okay. Let's just make sure we don't spend it all, right? So we can keep this going, and we don't get into, a mental conflict fighting with ourselves about what our next step is, feel more of an urgency, because here's the outcome for you. Having your cake and your ice cream too. That's what you're calling in with this energy that I have time to be lazy. I have time to enjoy life and have experiences that have nothing to do with making money, right? And this card I always refer to, as having your cake and your ice cream too, because it's a little bit of everything. It shows love, it shows abundance, it shows happiness, joy, all that goodness, that stability, the happy home, even, maybe even marriage and having a commitment you desire. So I really love seeing this for you, Leo, and I'm proud of you. Yeah, you're stepping into master mode. All right, Leo, I'm here for you. Don't hesitate to reach out. On Keen down below is the link. All right, so we are moving forward to Virgo. Hi, Virgo. Thank you so much for being here today. As I was telling everybody else, I just kind of jumped on here this morning. My hair is all wet. I probably look like a wet dog. But I love doing this in the morning with you guys. And I'm super excited about, the future of where this is leading. I hope you are too. And I hope that you're following and, sharing and commenting and let me know what you think. All right, Virgo, we're going to go right into love, and the cards are getting thick. Guys might be getting a little impatient. You're about to throw the cards everywhere. Wow. So, I feel like you're an empress or an emperor, right? You have a lot to bring to the table. You're intelligent, you're creative. You're great at manifesting and calling in what you want. But when it comes to love, you're freaking out a little bit because you're like, why is this not working for me? Why am I calling in all these manipulative people that are just looking for booty, wanting to play games, that are not really looking for a serious attachment? And this has become the ordinary for you, right, Virgo? I mean, I hate to say it, but it's almost ordinary for everybody. So don't feel like, you're doing something that's so crazy, that is putting yourself out in this way. Okay. Because there's just so many people that are just craving love, affection, to be close to each other, but at the same time, they're wounded. They're scared of love. So they want that affection, they want that time with you, but they don't want to put the work in, right? They don't want to step out of their comfort zone. So you're not the only one experiencing this. Don't feel like, there's something wrong with you, that people don't want to take you serious. There's something wrong with them. They're not wanting to take their life serious. Okay. So realize that you're a passionate being. And the more you raise a passion within you, the more that you're going to be calling in that love. So even though you're not entertaining these situations, I would just refocus. I would not even come anywhere close to allowing those people to get in connection with you, cutting them off as soon as they do. And here's what I got. I got the letting go card in reverse. So you haven't let go of the thought of having a partner there, having the love that you deserve. And I'm telling you, this is what's really going to call in your person, is detaching from these past situations, these people that are playing games, and tuning into what you really want by following your passions, living your best life. And before you know it, your person's going to be with you. All right, Virgo, very awesome. We're going to move right forward to finances and career. Guys, what do you see? Give me some direct answers right now around finances and career. You know you're heading to the right direction. You're yet to master it, but you're on the direction of mastering it, right? I got going with the flow. So there's a really relaxed energy. You don't need everything happening today. All right. And it's playing out just the way it needs to play out. And I love it. I feel like you're really in line of where you need to be. Excuse me, I got the hiccups or something going on, you guys. You're building a foundation for the future. Look at this, a foundation for stability, happiness, definitely abundance. Okay. And it's going to come easy for you. We got the fighting card in reverse saying this is coming easy for you because your mental thought base is around it. Swords are all about thoughts, you guys. So when, you're stressing, you're freaking out about what worst case scenario can happen, you're fighting, right? You're fighting this abundance from coming in. Whereas for you, you're going with the flow. You're more comfortable that it isn't here in the moment. You know it's building, it's coming to you. And that's what's really mastering it. Look at this. You're becoming the master. And the overall message today, you guys, is that, so many of you master that. Crap. Hold on. Leave it up to me to leave my phone lines on. This is somebody wanting to read on Keen. Incoming Keen chat request. I'll have to catch up with them later. All right. So this is the overall message that so many of you are heading to master mode. So think about, and I think you're doing a good job of it, but I'm going to say to you, like I did that the other signs, is that, think of what energy you're in when you're fearful, you're scared. And what is the difference between that energy to being in master mode? All right. You're heading the perfect direction, building each and every day. So as long as you stay on track, the next thing you know, you're going to be right here. All right. Enjoying your most abundant life. All right, Virgo. Very cool. Thank you for being here. As you probably already heard me say a million times, I'm here for you. My links are down below. You can read my ratings, get a personalized reading. And we are moving forward to Libra. Hi, Libra. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please comment. Let me know where you're at in the world, if these readings resonate with you or not. All right, Libra, around love. Guys, what do you see? Give me some direct answers right now for Libra. Oh my goodness. This MasterCard is all up in our business today, you guys. It doesn't matter whose read it is. Here we got the MasterCard, and they're saying you're not mastering love. And it's about some conscious or maybe even some subconscious thoughts that you are carrying that you're not even aware of. You know, it's saying beyond your illusion that the energy that you're carrying. All right. So maybe, on a conscious level, you think you're projecting that you're a positive person, that you're happy, you're confident, that would be loyal, all that goodness when it comes to love. And I'm not saying that you're not those things, that you're not so much projecting those things like, people believe those about you. But I get the MasterCard in reverse. You're not really feeling it. Okay, you're not feeling good about yourself. Your confidence isn't high. And these underlining insecure thought bases about yourself is causing all these blocks, and keeping you from your happiness. Now, this is building a foundation with somebody, a life, a future. And this is your thought basis around that. Okay. So I think there's a lot going on in your mind that you're unaware of that's causing blockages. And this isn't saying that you're doing something wrong, Libra. All of us need to take a time out and heal from our past situations. We need to take a time to get over our insecurities, all that goodness. It's a part of life. And that's when I see causing blockages here. You need to be going more with the flow, be more emotionally content, more happy. I mean, think about what energy you want your person to have, right? And upgrade to that level. Because if you're not mastering that energy, neither is your person. All right, so we're going to move right forward to career and finances. Career and finances for Libra. Guys, what do we see? Give me some direct answers right now. You're feeling passionate. You're feeling good. You feel like, you've let some things go. You're putting yourself out there more. Maybe you haven't shared completely with others about what you're wanting to do, but I feel like you're about to take a next step. You're about to go for the next opportunity. So it's building, if you will. You're yet to do it, but this is what I'm seeing. Here's the outcome, the Fool's card. You moving to take steps to make more money. So I don't know if that's applying for a new job, investing, whatever it is, but whatever you're feeling passionate about right now, you're feeling called to do, the guides are saying, do it. Don't sit back on it. Move forward. Make it a passionate experience as it feels to you, because that's what it's meant to be. Like when you have an idea come to you, especially out of the blue, and it's like a aha moment and it feels great, that's exactly your next step. All right, Libra. So let's raise that money by raising our energy, having faith in ourselves, and start putting ourselves out there. All right, very awesome. And we are moving right forward to Scorpio. Hi, Scorpio. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I would love for you guys to comment down below. Let me know where you're at in the world. If you enjoy these readings. Maybe share a little bit of love, invite a friend. All right, we're going to start right into, I was going to say career. We start with love, so I don't know why, you guys, but maybe that's what we need to do. All right, that's what we'll do. We'll do this one backwards. All right, starting right with career for Scorpio. Wow. Maybe you're not keeping up with the Joneses. And I'm saying that, but what I'm meaning is maybe some friends are doing better than you, and you want their amount of success, right? You want to be on their level, and you're feeling a little bit insecure, a little bit stressed because people are coming at you. They're doing good, they're making good money, and your money's been going down the hill. Right. And the guys are saying, stop tuning into other people and their journey. That's only going to keep you going down that hill, right? Losing your energy, lowering your lowering your energy, all that goodness, where we need to be open and receptive to success. So look at how that makes them feel. Look at the energy plane that they're in compared to you, and let's upgrade, because you have tons of success for the taking for you as well. All right. And I feel like it's just right around the corner. It's just waiting for you to let this go, worrying about what other people have. I got the isolation card in reverse, and focusing into how your money is slowing down into comparison. And I know that, it's hard not to see what other people are doing, what greatness they have, but use it for motivation. Use it to upgrade your energy to their level, their thought basis, right? Instead of letting it make you feel inadequate, because you got what it takes, Scorpio. I have faith in you. All right, so we're going to do love. Guys, what do we see for Scorpio around love? Give me some direct answers right now. We got cards flying out the deck. Oh. The cards are thick, you guys. I can barely shuffle them. All right. Wow. Feel like love isn't for you. You lack understanding how to, call somebody in on a positive level, and you feel like, you're a rebel, you're different. Maybe somebody isn't cut from the same cloth as you, right? And, you're on this journey of healing, and I don't feel like you're on a bad path. I don't feel like we need to be putting ourselves out for love all the time. For one, because you guys just don't know how to do it. You feel like putting yourself out for love is going out flirting with people, asking people on dates, and, maybe getting on dating sites, where it's more inward thing, more of an energy, okay, of, I'm about to find my happiness. I'm following my happiness. I'm bringing my passions to the table, because that's how you're going to meet your person, out living your best life. That is the overall message today, you guys, is that you will meet your person out enjoying your best life, following your passions, doing what makes you feel excited, and you're just beaming with energy. People are going to be drawn to that, okay? And that's how you're going to meet your person, not on a dating site, online. I always feel like that's for settling. I mean, you'll meet your person one way or another, and I definitely feel like it could happen on a dating site, but majority of the time, you're just on there looking for somebody to fill a void, or they're looking for somebody just to fill a void. That's good enough, and they're not looking for that amazing, passionate one that they're really meant to be with, right? All right, so we're moving forward to Sagittarius. Hi, Saggies. Thank you so much for being here today. I enjoy you guys so much. And I am absolutely loving putting these readings together. I am super excited to be back doing these readings, and can't wait to see what the future holds. I would love to do some other styled readings, work on some timeless readings. So any ideas you want to share, please do. All right. So you are the queen or king. You're not allowing yourself to be exhausted by others in their game plays. I love that. You feel like you have no lack of control around others. So maybe you're detaching from them, and you're healing. You're feeling a little guilty about, detaching from others. I got postponement around messages, and it's kind of racking on your brain, and you're conflicted. Like, should I be saying something? And here's the thing, you guys, there's a difference between ghosting and detaching, right? I mean, you can be there sharing your energy, and somebody's just not matching. And sometimes it's not significant enough, or maybe you mentioned it before, they didn't upgrade. We don't always have to tell people what our intent is. I think they'll get it. And, I'm really big against, just ghosting people. But sometimes they don't deserve for us to explain ourselves, right? They're not bringing the energy to the table. They're not explaining themselves. So we just got to let it go sometimes. We just got to be cut and dry and be like, no more energy from me. And that's not meaning, if they come forward and they're wanting answers or discuss something that you're just cold and you ignore, maybe that's your chance then to kind of express yourself. But for some of you Saggies, you're like, Yeah, that was exhausting. That was draining. I have tried communicating with you. I've tried being an example for you, whatever it may be. And you just kept bringing me breadcrumbs, you know, just a little bit enough to keep me going. And, you know, that's not worth saying a goodbye to. You know, that's just going to stroke their ego even more and let you know that, oh, yeah, you were just there the whole time while they were just stringing you along. Right. So I would not feel guilty about bringing the same energy to the table that they brought to you. I would work on letting that go and open yourself up to new. Now, for some of you, you know, you're going to have this person come forward. It's going to feel like unfinished business, and you're going to have that discussion. All right. And I feel like at that time, it could be a little healing. But until then, you are doing nothing wrong by not expressing to this person in detail how you're feeling right now and what your next move is. All right. So we are moving forward to career. Career for Saggies. Guys, what do you see? Give me some direct answers right now. You're trying to coming up with new creative ways to put yourself out there. You know, it feels like you're hitting some bumps on the road. And for a lot of you, as you know, I'm a Saggy, so I'm going to give you some examples of what's been going on with me, and maybe you can relate it to your life because this hit home for me. Okay, so like I'm on social media. Facebook won't send me a verification code, so I can't use my credit card to pay for payments. So they limit my posts. Nobody sees my posts, and I can't pay for the post. Right? Same thing on YouTube. They kept blocking my from boosting my posts, all those different things, you know. So I'm just hitting one blockage after another. All my emails ending up in spam. So I'm trying to expand with you guys, but it's really been hard to expand past Keen. And now I don't want to expand past personal readings there. I love Keen. That's where I plan to be many, many years giving personal readings. But I do want to expand and sharing knowledge with you guys, you know, with the YouTube here, with my podcast, online, all that goodness, so we can, you know, really grow a spiritual family. And I have been hitting blockage after blockage. Okay, can't be seen. You know, I'm posting in this group, and it says one person see my post, which I assume is me. You know, things of that nature. So the guides are saying that you're aware that there's unlimited possibilities, but you feel like you cannot bring into it, right? The guides would say not to stop, not to tune into these blockages. You know, keep being creative, keep putting yourself out different ways, right? Because here's the outcome: breakthrough. Silence in reverse. Your messages start to be seen. You start to be noticed. And here's the outcome: breakthrough. Just keep trucking. I feel like maybe you're not on where you need to be yet. That could be the case for me. Maybe I'm not on the platforms I need to be on. Maybe it's not my time to be seen, but we're heading the right direction. So even if you're feeling like nobody's aware of this, you know, steps that you're taking, you're not getting any attention, know you are heading the right direction. And all these little steps, with people not noticing at all, are building stepping stones to your success. All right, very lovely. We're going to move right forward to Capricorns. All right. Hi, Cappies. Thank you so much for being here today. As I've been telling everybody, make sure you're liking, sharing a little bit of love. Maybe even tell me what you would like my next reading to cover. And we're going to get right into love. Love for Cappy singles. Guys, what do you see? Give me some direct answers right now. All right, so you're not ready for love. And that's what the guys are kind of saying. I got maturity card in reverse. You're more just wanting some attention, maybe some affection, playful energy. You're really not looking for anything to build. And with that said, at the same time, you're still kind of isolating yourself as well. We've seen this in the past with you. You know, you're healing from the past. You're not really getting out of the house, though. And I don't want to say this like any of these things are really a bad thing, but you're not going to find this playful energy, you know, at home on the couch. All right. So you got to put yourself out there a little bit, and I'd wait to see, wait to the time that you're ready for it. Okay, because it feels like this is a healing period for you. And you're not going to heal inside the house either. Okay, Capricorn. So you got to get out of the house. You got to start healing. And that's what's going to call in that love. If it's a committed love, if it's having fun, whatever it's going to be, it's going to take you to upgrade your energy because that's what's creating the blockages. All right, very cool. I hope that, hit home at least a little bit. But, of course, you guys can reach out to me for more personalized readings via Keen. And we're going to move right forward. We're going right into career and money. I don't think that you guys realize how strong your energy is and what you're really capable of calling into your life. I got the creator of passion, right? So you just have to follow your passions. That's where you're going to make more money because I'm seeing lack of patience around finances, around building. And again, like so many other people in the zodiac, maybe you're seeing other people doing better, having more than you. And you're like, what the heck, man? I want to be here, growing, building, having a foundation, feeling secure. And you feel like you're on the outskirts of that, just maybe making good money, but still just kind of getting by, not having that extra money for vacations or whatever it needs to be. And it might even be because of an ex-partner. I got lack of innocence around a lover. So maybe you're going through a divorce, a separation. You have a lot of money going towards this person and alimony, child support, whatever it may be. So you feel like that's kind of weighing on you and causing a slowdown on finances. And you're constantly tuning into this. So I don't want to make it sound like, you don't want to be there for this person or your children or whatever it may be, like you're some bad person who doesn't want to pay child support. I don't feel like that's the case, but maybe it's a lot for you to take on, or maybe you feel like it's too much. Where you're doing a lot for them too. So why do you have to put out so much? But that's weighing on you and it's causing blockages. The guys are saying that's not going to change. Let it go. With a court order, whatever it may be, it's not changing the amount of money that you're going to have to put out here. So you got to let it go so that you can actually bring your passion back and start, manifesting those dreams when it comes to, love too. I almost said love. But when it comes to, your finances, what you really want to do with your life, because what we're daydreaming, what we're fantasizing is what we're calling into our life. All right, Capricorns. Thank you so much for being here. I love Capricorns. I have so much fun with you guys. Make sure you're liking, sharing, subscribing, all that goodness. Maybe even share with some friends and invite them to join in. And we are moving forward to Aquarius. Hi, Aquarius. Thank you so much for being here. Shuffling these babies and picking up on energy. We're going to go right into career. Did you guys see that? You had to have seen it. The guys are getting impatient with me today. They're like, get the cards out on the table, lady. Start relaying those messages. Wow. So looking good. All right. So you are opening yourself up to new possibilities. And yes, I just did that. So you're opening yourself up to new possibilities that are going to take you to the next level. You are not sharing this with anybody in the moment, and I think that's great. I think that's really great. I'm actually myself working on a project, and I felt very guided to keep it personal. This is the first time. Usually I get passionate about something, and I just want to, put it out there. Tell the world, before it even comes close to fruition. And, sometimes it just kind of bites me in the ass because then I don't finish it or it's not what I expect it to be. Right. And you're like, not going to happen to me. I'm holding on to this. I'm letting this grow with my manifestation skills, with my power and my energy. And I'm opening up myself to all these amazing possibilities. So Aquarius, look at you. You're letting go of the past. You're coming into this new opportunity, feeling refreshed, renewed, excited. And it is a new beginning. All right. This is going to take you into a whole new playing field of excitement, of making money, and a whole new level of income bracket. And you are putting what you desire in your life, your career, what you can bring to the table first. You tell no one. And this is building for you, so becoming so powerful, so strong that it is going to call in so much that is beyond your illusion when it comes to money. And I can't express this enough. This is a new beginning. You're going to be going a whole new direction that's going to be so shocking to you, so eye-opening to you of what you can manifest and what you can really call into your life. All right, Aquarius, I love it. Make it happen. All right, you guys, I'm here for you. If you need a more personalized reading, my link is right down below. And we're going to go ahead and move forward to, last but not least, Pisces. Hi, Pisces. Thank you so much for being here. I am shuffling these babies. And we're going to pick up on energy around career. What do you think, guides? What do we see for these lovely souls around career? Something's unordinary has happened. Or maybe it's just been unordinary this year when it comes around finances for you. And I don't mean this necessarily as a bad thing, but it feels like a new playing field, right? Like there's been some shifts in energy. For example, for me, just in the last 7 years, right? Things have been a whole new transformation from, online and how we do things, right? It's just changes after changes after changes. And that's what I feel like you are at now. You're like, whoa, this is a whole new play field right now, right? But you're daydreaming. You feel like this could open some more dreams for you, doors for you is what I meant to say. And you're kind of sitting back. You're not letting people know what you think about this. You're a little scared. You're a little distrusting, but you're trying to integrate. You're trying to blend with the times. And I think this is a good thing for you. I'm a little bit weary about the fact that we got into this and I went straight into career, you guys. Okay, so we still have to do love here in a second, and I apologize, Pisces. You're probably going to get me the loopiest of all zodiacs because you're the last one on the list. And I'm a channeler, you guys. I am channeling information, and I'm very loopy when I'm doing these readings. But what I'm seeing is financially, things are unordinary for you. But you are calling in your desires. You're manifesting, you're dreaming, you're keeping it to yourself. And a lot of the reasons you're keeping it to yourself is because you're distrusting of where this is going. You don't want to project something. But at the same time, you're blending. You're making this happen. Okay. And I think it's good that you're holding back from telling people where this is going. I think this is time for you to manifest it, to call it in with your energy of exactly what it is you want and how you want to deal with all these changes. And here's the outcome. New adventures around career. Look at that. New beginnings, moving up to a new financial status bracket. All right. So I love seeing that for you, Pisces. And we're going to move on. We're going to do love now. Yeah, we're doing love for Pisces. Last but not least. Guys, what do you see? Give me some direct answers right now around love. Oh. Not feeling passionate about love, feeling a little bit stressed about the whole situation, not understanding why you haven't called in your person, your soulmate, but you're still manifesting. And the guides are saying that this rodeo is far from over. All right. So let go of the stress that you have yet to meet your person. And I can see this very clear. We got the past life card here. To me, that's like a soulmate card, something that we reincarnate with over and over again, to learn our life lessons, to grow, expand, and all that goodness. I got letting it go. So you're in a healing period. You're healing from, the person that came in that wasn't your person, but was a life lesson. And the next thing you know is your dream person's going to be here because you're going to be ready. You're going to be on the level by raising your passion, outliving your best life, because that's what's going to happen, you guys. When we let our passion flow from us, people are drawn to us. And not only are they drawn to us, our person matches the same energy. All right, so that's how we call in true love, Pisces. All right, thank you guys so much for being here. I enjoy you guys all so much, and I hope that you are subscribing, liking, sharing, all that goodness. And I got to tell you guys, I'm also starting a podcast. It's going to be called As a Cauldron Stirs. All right. Hold on. Before we go very far, I'm going to put a timestamp on this because we're going to talk about this. All right. As a Cauldron Stirs, you guys, is going to be so amazing. We're going to be putting all kinds of spiritual guidance in there, including rituals, meditations, maybe even hypnosises. I'm going to be doing tarot tales, okay? So if you're wanting to learn the tarot or you just love getting lost in awesome stories, this is going to be great for you. And whatever else you guys think we should add in. All right. So I'm going to put the link down in my description down here. So make sure you're going over to Podbean. You're making sure you follow me on there. And you guys, I've had tons of you go over there, start to follow me, and then you don't, confirm it in your email. So you actually don't become a follower. So you're going to have to, follow up in your email. Go ahead and let them know that that's really what you're trying to do. And yeah, that's coming soon. All right. Thank you guys. Blessings and love to you. Mwah.